Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
You should look too cartoony.
You suck.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers Cyberverse figure. It's the Ultra Class Starseeker Missile Starscream. I found this at my local Walmart in Greenwood, Indiana, and I was really surprised to see this. It was the first time I've seen the Cyberverse figures in Walmart. I've only seen them at Target up until now, and I've never seen Starscream. And this was one when I first saw these, toys being released. This was one I thought was really interesting because of these giant turbine jet missile things on his wings. I don't know, it looks very grandiose. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Starscream in the packaging, and much like a Grimlock, it's an open face package where you can actually grab a hold of the figure. He's very Starscream, except for these giant turbine or missile launcher things on his wings. And again, I don't know, there's something about that I really do dig. Now it says Transformers over here in the corner. We get some artwork of Starscream back here. It says Transformers Cyberverse. There's his jet mode. And side of the package here just has a picture of Starscream right there. This side of the packaging has like Megatron, Starscream, and I don't know if that's supposed to be Black Arachnia or what that is. I'm not really sure. Just kind of a close-up really quick. There's the artwork of Starscream. There he is. Transformers right there. Cyberverse. And yeah, there's the vehicle. Here are the figures, or not figures, but artwork of the characters. Looking kind of cool. And then there we have Starscream right there, all by himself. Back of the packaging. Kind of shows off the play gimmick mode here with the missiles. There he is in his vehicle mode. There's the robot mode, looking all kinds of cool. I'm not sure what to think about the vehicle mode yet. I guess I'll determine that once I get it out of the package. You've got the Bumblebee and a Grimlock also in the Ultra Class line, and there's a very small read-up right there. Alright, so just to kind of get a close-up here. If you want to pause and read this, you are more than welcome to. But there's Starscream in his robot mode. Vehicle mode, there's the play gimmick. And here are the other two figures in this class of action attackers. And, well, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Starscream out of box and see what we think. So here we have Starscream out of the packaging, and I gotta say, this figure's actually a lot of fun. Although they really missed the mark on a lot of points of articulation on this figure. The sculpt is really good. I love the robot mode here. I think that looks really nice. There's something about these giant turbine looking things I just really, really dig. It gives me this big, grandiose kind of leader looking design. Unfortunately, they're kind of goofy in the jet mode. I mean, they don't look that bad, but they definitely look cartoony. The biggest problem with the figure is the articulation. Again, this is every figure I've picked up in this line so far. The head has zero articulation in it, which is a damn shame. Really, about the only articulation you're going to get on this figure are in the arms, which is just really, really goofy. Just kind of a close-up here. His arms, he's got a hinge at his elbow, and his arms lift up. And that's really about it. The legs wiggle just a little bit. So you can kind of splay it out like that, and that's it. That's all the articulation the figure has, which is just really, really unfortunate. I wish they would have given ball joints onto the arms so you can flip them up and spun them around. He needs to have articulation in his hips and his knees, and they're just not there, which is just a damn shame. But then again, like I said, it's a nice looking figure. It's very, very stable. It's very solid. It feels really strong. And I think kids are going to have a lot of fun playing with this toy. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I really do like the design of this guy. The head is a little cartoony or comic booky looking to me, but it doesn't look bad. I like the color scheme, the very bright red, it's got the orange, the grays look pretty decent. I'd like some white, some off-white paint on the figure, but alas, we don't get that. Lots of sculpted detail. Lots of detail in the wings. I think that's very cool. He's got these very tiny little Decepticon logos on the wings, which I do like. It kind of makes him more of a robot in disguise. But yeah, overall, definitely pretty cool looking, and definitely digging the giant turbines on his wings. I think this guy would look cool with a cape. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpted pretty well. I like the color details, the blues, the dark grays, all the red. That all looks really, really nice. It'd probably do with some good, dry brushing and black washing, I think would look cool. I like the dark gray around the big barrels on his kind of shoulder turbines there. I think that looks cool. The white paint on the red stripes looks good. We get the jet nose kind of hanging on the back there, which I'm used to seeing on the front of Starscream, but hey, it works, I guess. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, we get the nice blue paint apps. We get these yellow paint apps on the feet. Those look nice. The wings fold back. I like the gray on his knees. That looks nice. Everything looks pretty decent there on the front in the figure. It stands very well. He's got the little thrust points under his boots there, which is very Starscream. But we have a lot of gappage going on the back of the legs for real no purpose. It doesn't involve the transformation, which is really, really shameful. And he doesn't have knees. He's got sculpted knees that look like they should bend, but they don't. So I really think that's just a part of Hasbro cheapening out. I mean, it looks like they were supposed to initially, and they said, meh, screw it. For comparison, here we have Starscream with the other figures I have from the Cyberverse line, his Wavemate Grimlock and the Deluxe Shockwave. And it's really kind of weird because Starscream looks a lot bigger than Grimlock, and that should actually be the other way around. But then again, if you were looking for a leader type of Starscream, this guy definitely fits the bill. Which I do like. I like the design, I just wish he was more articulated. Now, Starscream is known to transform into a jet, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and transform the Screamer into his jet mode. So here we have Starscream in his jet mode, and it looks like he has giant Nerf guns. It really, really does. These things look really, really silly. I love the concept of them. I love those giant barrels and the fact that you've got these giant missile salvos that can fire out. I really hope they utilize this in the cartoon at some point because it's a genius idea. The jet itself, however, leaves a lot to be desired. It pretty much looks like Starscream's robot with some wings wrapped around it. Like, this all should be covered up. These pieces should have come forward, I think, and then the arms just absolutely are not hidden, which is a shame. There's nothing hiding the legs, which is a shame. From an angle point, it looks okay, I guess. I really do dig the wings, though. I love all this detail. It looks like a circuit board. And we get these tiny little Decepticon logos on the wings, which is really, really nice. I like that a lot. It's a shame that they just did not do a little more with this figure because it could have been really, really cool. He does have these thrusters in his feet, and they should have painted black so they stuck out more. But yeah, overall, man, it's a giant Legends figure. It really, really is. Now, it does have a play gimmick. There's a button right here. If you pull this back, this is what happens. The missiles kind of splay out like that. And it looks like they've got some rocket firing detail in there, and they go from pink to white. And yeah, you can just kind of load them back in, and then bam, there it goes again. They kind of look like exploding planter's warts to me, like the seeds on a planter's wart spreading the top of a wart out, coming out, and it's just, I don't know. This is kind of weird and goofy. I think I would have preferred if it did have Nerf darts in it that could have fired out. That would have been funner. Funner? Is that even a word? I don't know, but I'm going to use it. So is the Ultra Class Starscream a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, to be honest, if you're not into the younger generation looking toys, then you're not going to like this. This is kind of halfway between a rescue bot and robots in disguise. It's geared for a younger audience. I completely get that. It's a very stable and solid figure, but the average collector's not going to want this figure, I don't think. To be honest, I think it's twice as expensive as it should be. It retails for $19.99, and this is a $10 figure at best. Personally, I like the design. I like the great big turbines on the arms. It looks very grand, and I think with some more detail and paint apps, this would have been a really, really cool figure. The play gimmick's kind of weird and goofy, but then again, so is the Grimlock. The thing this thing just really hurts from is the articulation. If it had it, I think it would have been a much better figure. I really think this Cyberverse line is going to suffer from a lot of that. It looks like they're trying to put as little into the figures as possible and charging the most, which unfortunately is going to drive fans away. So there he is, for better or for worse, Ultra Class Starscream.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.